hopefully you have a tennis ball, okay? And I'm going to be doing a little bit of neck massage, shoulder massage with the tennis ball a little bit later on. So just put that down to the side. If you've got a cushion handy, all right, that's it, perfect. Have that close by as well, and we're going to make use of that. It's also a very warm evening tonight, so hopefully you've got some water, okay? Sip some water when you need it, all right? So as you can see, I've coordinated everything, my cushion, my water, and my tennis ball, all are the same, okay? You should, it's the least you can do. Right, so what we're going to do a little bit of work on working into mobilizing the back. I'm going to work through some pull-throughs, and then I'm going to be working on a little bit of seated neck and shoulder releasing. Okay, I'm going to work through a few different things, but hopefully I'm going to explain it really fully for you as we're going along. Anything that of course doesn't feel good today, feel free to sit back, take a break. Don't feel you have to do this all today, all right? Because we're all at different stages in what we're doing anyway. So if you'd like to put yourself around onto your knees, and we'll start off in a really familiar pull through that I use in yoga, that I use in Pilates. So reaching all the way up towards the top end of your mat. And let's gently just draw the body to pull up a little. Roll down your shoulders, open your chest. Don't worry about how far your back's bending or whatever like that. And just gently draw up into a cat stretch. And pulling up through the shoulders. And then taking your head and your tailbone away and sitting back down onto your heels. And again, as we draw the body up, pulling the body up and through, elbows in, shoulders are down. And then again, let's pull up into a gentle cat stretch, rounding up through the shoulders and the back. And then taking the head and tailbone away, and then sitting yourself back down upon your heels. And again, gently drawing your body up and through. And then if we can curl the toes this time, sending your hips back and taking your head down through your arms. Drawing forwards into a plank. And then bending your knees and sitting all of the way back down upon your heels. And again, bring the body to pull up and through. Elbows in, shoulders are down. Curling the toes. Easing the heels back, letting the head draw down through your arms. Coming forwards into a strong plank. And then bending your knees and gently releasing yourself back down upon your heels. And again, bring the body up and through. Curling the toes, sending the hips back and taking the head down through your arms. Draw forwards into your plank, bending your knees and sitting back upon your heels. One more time. Bring the body through, lift and open the chest, elbows in, shoulders down. Curl the toes and easing the heels back, taking your head down through your arms. And then just come forwards and come all the way back down onto your belly. Now I'm going to come into your reverse crucifix stretch. Now this is going to start to open the chest up for you. So we're going to place the palms flat down onto the floor. I'm just showing you this front arm because I want it to be the same on the other arm. Okay, so the other arm stays flat to the floor and we're carefully rolling towards it. And today I'd just like you to bring your knees in together. Now your head can either be up off the ground or you can rest it down, whichever feels better for you. And if it feels okay to raising your arm and looking up. So we're looking for a little bit of a chest opener here, okay? If it feels uncomfortable, back away. If it doesn't feel like it's a stretch that's deep enough for you, then draw forwards a little bit and let your fingers creep up a little bit higher and then go back on the stretch again. Okay, because some people are quite open in the shoulders. What a lot of the things that I'm going to be working on today is your counter to your desk-based position. Okay, so trying to open the body back and trying to get some muscle usage into the shoulders and the neck, and then stretch them out fully. So if we can come all the way around onto your belly again, And then going to take the other arm out and along the floor, gently roll over towards it. Tuck the knees in, bring your arm up if you can. The head can be up or it can be down. And then bring your body all of the way back round. Come back upon your belly. And then just have your forearms down towards the floor for me. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, just gently rise up a little, up onto your forearms. And then breathing in as you lower. Breathing out and just gently rise up a little onto your forearms. And breathing in to lower. Again, breathing out, rising up onto forearms. And breathing in. One more time on the forearms, breathing out to lift. And breathing in. Now, if anything feels uncomfortable and too intense, come back down onto your forearms. If you feel you can lift a little into your hands, come up a little way, try not to over push. I'd just like us to turn our gaze and look slightly over your right shoulder. And then bring it back and release it down. Alright, coming back up again. And then looking over your shoulder, your left shoulder. And then coming back. And now just gently coming up onto your hands and knees. And if we can come into our exaggerated cat stretch. So planting your fingers just slightly off your mat. And then as we let the body come down through the middle, let the elbows go back of your body, your chest comes down through the center. And then as we come back up, drawing up through the shoulders and lifting up through the middle of your upper back. And again, coming down through the middle, elbows are going back. And then pulling up through the back and up through the shoulders, looking up towards your navel. One more time, coming down, elbows go back of your body. And then as we come up, big stretch up through the shoulders, looking up towards your navel. And then gently releasing it back. Okay. Coming around to a seated position. And you can either sit cross-legged, you could sit up onto your cushion already if you wish to, or you can sit with your legs out in front of you. What's going on below, okay, is not the prime concern. It's what we're doing up here in the upper body. Okay, so I'm going to work through a couple of twists and rotations. So to begin with, I'd just like us to gently take a stretch out from your waist, lengthen it away, trying to keep both of your buttocks on the floor. And then as we gently reach around to the front of your body and bring the hand all the way back round to the ground. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, lengthen away along the side of your body. Breathe in, come round to the middle. Breathe out. And just let the breath be free, okay? There's no exact science with this. It's just getting a little bit of movement into the side of the body. And then reaching around, so you get this stretch coming into latissimus dorsi, just underneath your shoulder blade. And again, let's reach, stretching it over and across, pulling it under and around, all the way back out. Okay, we'll have two more of those. So stretching it across, reaching and pulling it forwards and around. And again, stretching across, reaching and drawing forwards and around. And then we're going to continue with the rotation, taking your opposite arm to your opposite leg, palm facing open, and sitting up nice and tall, lengthening through your spine and looking over your shoulder. And again, trying to keep your hips still if you can. And then gently bring it back around the other way. Again, Again, taking your hand around the front of your thigh if you can, and then sitting up nice and tall, looking up over your shoulder. And then go back round the other way again. Trying to lengthen, trying to keep your neck long, and trying to keep your gaze eye line level. And then go around the other way. And then bring it back into the middle. Clasp your fingers up together for me. Squeezing your head a little with both arms. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, take a rotation. And again, starting to feel that stretch coming through the rib cage area on the opposite side, just underneath your shoulder blade. Breathing in, come back to the middle. Breathing out, going the other way. And just don't worry if you feel slightly restricted. Okay, sometimes we feel like that. Don't worry, just try and relax and just go to the point where you feel that you can hold it, and it doesn't feel too intense. Breathing in, come back. Breathing out, going the other way. Breathing in, bringing it back. Breathing out and again rotate. Breathing in, bring it back. Breathing out, letting your arms down. Now the next couple of positions, we're going to be taking an intensity of the muscle to feel that it's really working around the neck, okay, round into trapezius, and then we should be able to feel the release into the muscle more, okay, so bear with, okay. We're going to bring the shoulders all the way up towards your ears, and then I want you to look up. All right, squish it back. It's going to feel a little bit awkward, okay? Hold it. And then releasing it all the way down. Do you feel that muscle fatigue coming in, okay? So again, pull the shoulders all the way up, squish them up, and then put your head up. And then take the head down and let it all the way back down. We'll do that another couple of times. You should be getting a bit warmer. Okay, it's quite intense. Bring the shoulders up and then take the head back a little. And then bring it down and let it go. Do you feel the release coming in the shoulders more? Okay, where you're heating the muscles up. Coming up, nice and tight, and then taking the head back. Down. It's a bit like in yoga at the end where we clench everything to let go. Alright, that's why we do it, because the greater the release can be in the muscle after you've really worked it. Alright, it's a little bit, you have to go somewhere to get somewhere else sometimes. Now we're just going to do one shoulder. So I'm going to bring a shoulder to pull up. I'm going to pull it back. Then I'm going to take my ear down towards my shoulder. And then I'm going to turn my head and look to the corner of the room. You might get a clicking, I just did. Okay. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then draw it down and relax. Alright, the other shoulder. So bring the shoulder up, bring it back, bring your head down towards the shoulder, and then turn your gaze slightly up. If anybody looks through the window right now, they're really going to worry about what you're doing, okay? But you should feel it's quite an intense feeling in the neck. And then relax it all the way out, okay? Let's do it again. Pull the shoulder up, take it back, bring your ear down to the shoulder, and then turn your gaze and look up to the corner of the room. Keep it tight, keep it tight, keep tensing it. And then release it down. One more. Bring the shoulder up, take it back, take the head over, and then then take your gaze slightly out. And relax it down. Okay, pretty warm. Alright, so now coming down onto your back, and I'm going to do the knee across the body, so I'm going to let go of the neck just for a moment. The neck's just done a whole load of work. So we're going to bring that knee across the body for lower back stretch. So just head on down towards the floor, have all your paraphernalia close by, and then just draw in your right knee, and then bring your right knee across your body. And then if you can, take your right hand to the side, lift your head up, and place your head down so you're looking over towards your thumb. And then bring it down. Alright, let's bring that left knee, hug it in towards you. Bring it over and across, and take out the left hand and look over towards it. Alright, bring that knee back in. Now, taking your tennis ball. So I've got your feet flat on the floor here. Now I'm going to place the ball just to the trapezius muscle. So it's not to the vertebrae, okay? It's not on the actual neck part, not the bone, but it's into the fleshy bit, where you'd like to have massaged first. So place it into position, and then lower your head back down. It's going to feel a little bit awkward, all right? It's going to feel like you've got one bit pushed up. It's exactly what's happening, okay? All right, now take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, raise your right arm up, or which side you've started on with the ball, and breathe in as you lower your arm back down. So breathing out, taking that arm slowly up, breathing in, and should feel this kind of pinching into the trapezius muscle. If you don't like this, if it's too intense, please stop. Because for some people, this is very intense. So as you raise your arm, breathing out, and breathing in as you lower. One more time with your arms straight, breathing out. Breathing into lower. Now we're going to circle. So this will become a little bit more intense again. So as you raise your arm, breathing in. And now as you take your arm open and to the side, breathing out, sliding your arm all of the way back down. Again, breathing in. And now as you breathe out, it's going to be as you take your arm away from your body, where you get the deeper massage up into trapezius. And again, breathing in, raising your arm. Try not to bring your shoulders up by your ears. And then drawing it all of the way back and down. And again, breathing in, breathing out. All the way back and round. And one more. Side into the other shoulder. And again, just laying your head down. Just feel that it's positioned just into the fleshy part by the side of your neck at the bottom. Okay, and then taking your breath in, and as you breathe out, raising your arm up straight. Breathing in as you lower it back down. Again, breathing out to raise that arm up straight, just to the point where you can feel the massage tension coming in. Breathing in as you come back down. And again, breathing out as you come up with your arms straight. Breathing in to lower. Again, breathing out, gently draw it up. Breathing in to lower. Again, breathing out, raising your arm up. Breathing in as you lower. One more time with a straight arm. Breathing out. And breathing in. Alright, so if you can, we're going to take it up into the circle. So this time, breathing in, raise your arm. And breathing out to take that arm into that half circle away from your body and back down by your side. Breathing in, raise your arm, and now as you breathe out, it's going out and away, that half circle out and away from your body. Again, breathing in to raise your arm up, and breathing out to circle that arm out and around. And again, breathing in, draw it up, breathing out, circle the arm out and around. And just a couple more if you can. Breathing in and out to circle around. One more time, breathing in and breathing out to circle out and around. Alright, take that away, the tennis ball away. And then I'm going to come back in to use the cushion. Okay, you may need to sit up for this one. Now I'm going to fold the cushion over. Okay, and we've used balls like this as well. So we've used the green bender balls like this too. But I'm going to use it today like a bolster. So I've rolled it up a little bit, and then as I lower myself down, I've got my shoulder blades pinching a little into the cushion, okay? So that's why I want it rolled up, because I want to be a little bit higher. Then, depending on what you like, all right, if you're okay to let your head go back, let your head kind of rest onto the end of the pillow. If you're not okay with that, wriggle yourself down or get another pillow, all right, and get it behind you as well, all right, but see if you can. If you can let your head go back, then when you let your arms open, you fully then start to open your chest. And we're just going to lay here just for a couple of moments. You've got your knees bent again, unless that feels awkward, in which case, straighten them out. Just really try and feel the chest opening. Just feel that release coming across the upper part of your body. And for a lot of our time, our heads are forwards. You know, even when we're looking at something, we adjust our chins forwards. And that then sends messages to the back of the neck that becomes a normal position. So over years, you start to build up quite a lot of tense muscle, which after a while doesn't want to let go. All right, so it's always trying to just counter that as much as you can. Stay there for another couple of breaths. If you think that you could open your chest up more, link your fingers together and then bring your hands on top of your head and see if you can let your elbows draw back. But again, like I say, if this is too much, leave your arms where they were. This is going to open it back even more. Now, depending on how good a day you're having, you might be able to get your elbows on the floor. Alright, letting your arms down again. And then if you can just gently roll over to one side or come up to seated by peeling yourself off and coming back up and around. And I'm going to work on those final few seated stretches. So I'm coming to a cross-legged position, but again you can sit up on your cushion, you can sit with your legs out in front of you. Now I'm going to do a little bit of what we were doing on the floor, putting my hands up in a kind of put 'em up style. But I want you to try and pinch your shoulder blades backwards. Squeeze it back and then release your arms forwards. Alright, as if somebody's got their hands on your hands. So take a deep breath in, breathing out, and pinch your shoulder blades backwards. And then breathe in, draw them forwards. Again, breathing out, pinch backwards a little. And breathing in to draw forwards. Couple more if you can. Breathing out, pinch back. And breathe in. One more, breathe out, pinch back. Breathe in. Take your right arm across the body. Take your left arm underneath. And either leave it for this as rear shoulder. Fold the arms up if you can. And if you can, take your fingers around to the base of your thumb. And then maybe raise both of your arms up. And then taking it all of the way back down. We'll go the other way. Taking your arm across, reach in underneath, wrap around, find the base of your thumb if you can, and draw your arms up. And then drawing it back down, okay? So the next one that I often do is my fingers pressing against the floor, and feel free to do that. But I did see somebody else do this today where they sat on their hand, okay? So let's maybe try that, because this is something that you could do if you were sat at your desk. So you're sitting on one hand, okay? Take the other hand over the top, find your ear, and then gently draw across. Now that hand that you're sitting on, can you pull down the shoulder? So you kind of bring the whole of your wrist down to the floor. And then go to the back corner of your head and draw across. Draw it back on up. Change over. Okay, so sit on the other hand. Take the hand over the top. Gently draw it down. And then you're going to have to press your wrist down a little bit. Keeping your head up a little here. And then going to the back corner of your head. And again, drawing it over and across. And then bring it all the way back up, release your hand. Now just looking over your shoulder, and just kind of notice how it feels, notice what you can see, and then go the other way. Looking over your shoulder, notice what you can see, notice how it feels, and bring it back. And then just taking hold of your earlobes, giving them a little rub. Okay, I know you've all done this with me Alright, so we're releasing acupoints in your ears, which are going to release in turn the muscles in your neck. So giving a good little rub, working up around to all the knobbly bits in your ears, giving it all a really good rub. Try not to miss anything out. Go back to the earlobes again, give them another rub. It's as if you've got a coin between your finger and thumb and you're kind of rubbing that sort of fingers together. You may even start to feel some warmth, you know, like a little bit of trickle of warmth coming down your neck. That's your circulation, blood coming back. Alright, so you can obviously do that for a lot longer, alright, as long as you like. And then let's just from here rest the hands down, taking the head round. Hopefully it's going around a bit further now. And then bring it to the middle. Take the head round the other way. And bring it back round to the middle. Alright, now just taking a deep breath in, keeping the shoulders down. As you breathe out, just bring all that lovely energy from each other down into your body. Alright, very well done. I'm going to finish there today. Hopefully you feel all nice and loose around the neck, okay? Hopefully you'll have a good night's sleep, alright? But lots of little tips I hope in there, so if anything helps you, do it again, okay?